Welcome back to Scott's Garage. In this video I'll be installing FLP long tube headers on this 4th gen Firebird Trans Am. This is a 99, so it's not the LT1 engine, it's the LS engine. So I'll show you the whole install. Let's begin! First thing I'm going to do is take the negative side of the battery off. Put that to the side. So I'm going to take the air pump out. We're not going to use the air injection system in this car. It has provisions for it on the header, but we're not going to use it. On other headers, they don't have that provision, so you have to take this stuff out anyway. So you go into here on the driver's side, there's a 10mm bolt to take this inner fender well cover off. There's two more here. It's a 7mm bolt over there. Now over here there's a little plastic rivet. Unscrew the middle and this whole thing comes out. One more here. Another one here. Now this whole thing is loose, so you can just grab it and pull it off. So this is the whole air injection setup here. So there's a clip here for this connector, pop that off, and there's a clip here for this connector, pop that off. And just zip tie these to the side over here. And then you gotta take this hose off, and there's some 10mm bolts to hold this over here into this bracket. Take that off too. Okay, over here, pull that over and disconnect this, just like that. Pull this hose off. Just like that. And this also comes off here. And this will push up on top. It'll come off with the rest of the system. 10mm bolts here. This whole thing comes right out. Okay, now that we took that off, we have 4 bolts here. And we can take this whole assembly off. We can feed it up here. We feed it up here so we could get to these. That's 1, 2, 3. Make sure they all fall on the floor. And this whole thing comes right out. Alright, so right now I'm just going to zip tie stuff out of the way, clean this up a little bit here, and I'm just going to put everything back the way it was. Now this is where the air injection hose comes up and out. So cut that over there. And squeeze this out here. Now this is where the air injection goes into the driver's side of the exhaust manifold. For some reason, there's a Phillips head bolt on one end and what looks like a 10mm on the other side. So I'm going to take the Phillips one off first. And now the 10mm bolt. Now do the driver's side.
Passenger side.
Sorry, thanks camera girl. And now this one's loose. I'm going to separate this hose over here just to make life a little easier. Do that. Okay. Okay, now we can pull this hose out. There's a clip back there holding this in place. Just yank it, it'll come right off, just like that. And now, it's all about finagling everything out of here. I might just pop this off here and pull that hose over to the other side just to make it a little easier. Okay. Now it's just a matter of pulling the hose out of this side. A few obstacles over here. Here. There we go. And the whole air injection system is out. Alright, now to crack these, I use a 22mm wrench and just crack them from now and unplug them. Same thing on this side. Now to unplug the driver's side O2 sensor, pop that off, pull this up, and pull it out. Alright, so these are disabled on the computer, but I'm just going to have them hanging over here. The top one, the top O2 sensor is not coming out. So I'm just going to do it off the car when I take the header off. And then on this side.
Rough living there?
It's rough for me, what do you mean?
Now the passenger side, pop the blue retainer clip off, take that off, and we'll go ahead and take this oxygen sensor off too. These are 15mm here.
Yeah.
So the white pipe goes into the intermediate pipe, that's a 15. So it looks like they put a tack weld over here. I'm going to grind that off.
Not where all the shit going in there.
That should be good. So I just snapped this one off. That's a 15mm. We're not going to use these manifolds, they're garbage anyway. So I'm going to try to take the other two off over here on the manifold and the collector. Top one. And that's snapped as well. Oh, that one came off. So 1 out of 3 came off. The other one snapped. Now over here on the driver's side, on this collector right after the cat, take those off. Those are 15s also. Woo! Just came off no problem. Oh. Man.
No, the guy's like, I need to bring the title with me for my car.
Alright, this is spinning, so that means the tack weld came off. Now it's just a matter of popping this off. Oh shit. Yeah, baby. Alright, now this side, the driver's side. Get this cat out. Snap, baby. Second one. Ooh, this one came out. Yay! Now the third one. Yeah, baby. Now from under here, I'm gonna at least try to get this number 8 wire off. That was a little loose, it came right out. So this came off. Alright, so I couldn't get the spark plug over here, so I'm just gonna probably take the cold packs off from on top and try to get in here, see if I have access to take that spark plug out. Alright, so one thing I'm gonna do, just to give us a little more room here, I'm gonna take this off here and move this over to the engine side. And what I'm gonna do with this is just lay it flat and over on the engine so it's out of the way. Okay, this wasn't put back in here, but anyway, gotta take that off before you take this clip off. Pop that off, and take all the plug wires off. And now try to take the cold packs off. This 10mm bolt holding this in place, this bracket, onto the valve cover. Those off, onto one. So I'm using my O-light here to point, that's the other stud over there I gotta take off. So let me change this over to flashlight. See it right there. So we're gonna take that off. And this is what I'm using to take these off. Just a 1/4 inch ratchet, a little extension. So it's gonna be hard to see because I got really buried my hand in there. From the head?
No.
Yeah, baby. Gotta reach in there deep. All right, 4. Okay. Woo, baby. Okay, so these normally have 5 bolts that connect the cold packs to the valve cover. However, this only had 4, so it seems like somebody was in here before and they left the last one out. The last one's all the way back there.
I think I know who.
Brianna?
It was me.
Good job, Brianna. So, it's probably a good idea to leave that last one out. You probably don't need it, and it makes your life easier if you have to get back in here. So just a little side note. Alright, so number 8 spark plug. Cracked it loose. Now with everything out of the way. Takes a little finagling to get in there. You have to do it blindly. Okay, so pull that out. Okay, here she is. Okay, now I'm going to use this to take the boots off. Okay, got that out. And the rest of the same procedure, I'm just going to pop everything out on this side and take the spark plugs out. Okay, now I'm going to take this dipstick tube out. It's a 15mm, holding it to the head. And now just grab this and yank it up and out. Just like that. Now the GR tube, that's a 10mm as well. Take that off. Alright, now the other 10mm bolt. Take that off. And now you can just grab this and move it. Just leave it on the side over there. Okay, now we're down to exhaust manifold bolts. These are 10mm bolts. And it looks like coming off. Yeah, baby. Yay!
Wow, clown, that was easy.
Brianna?
Almost as easy as me.
Only talk to me when I talk to you, Brianna. Right?
Sorry, friend. It's been a while. I'm excited. Sorry,
Okay.
There it is.
Now take the rest out. Alright, cracking easily.
It's only making adjustments for what's happening now. It's not taking into account the whole.
Oh yeah. Ooh, baby. That one cracked also. Okay, now the last one in the back. It's cracked loose. It was actually not tight, which is good for me. But I'm able to get a 1/4-inch ratchet in there, a little small extension, and a 10 millimeter socket, and that's coming off. This is what I used back there. That's pretty much loose. I gotta take it out by hand. All right, so the last one's out. I'm going to take these out. Okay, so I have someone underneath holding the header.
I'm out of somebody.
My girl Brianna. Alright, so there goes the gasket. Now the header should come out from underneath. Okay, can you pull the header out from underneath? Just like that. Point it upwards. Right there you go. Yeah, baby. Okay, now the driver's side. Disconnect these wires. These you can actually see, so it shouldn't be as bad. Now get the cold pack, pop the retaining clip, then take this off. And now these are 10 millimeter studs holding this whole cold bracket in place. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 all the way back there. And this whole thing comes right out. Yeah, baby. Okay, now I'm just gonna go ahead and take all these wires off. I'm gonna take this water temp sensor connector off, just so we don't damage it. Alright, all the wires are off. Now I'm gonna go ahead and crack all the spark plugs loose and take them out. And these are all easy, so I'm not gonna show me taking all of them out. I'm gonna go ahead and take them all out. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead, and this one cracked easily loose, and crack all these loose on this driver's side. These are all easy, so it's the same procedure as I did from the passenger side. I'm gonna do it here. Okay. So the only difference on the driver's side is, if you want to get that last header manifold, exhaust manifold bolt, you're probably better off going from underneath, like I am over here. It's real easy access, baby. So I'll go ahead and take all these off. Alright, so all the bolts are off, except for one, and I have my helper Brianna underneath holding the exhaust manifold. It's alright, baby. Take this off, and this could drop from underneath. Point the front of this manifold up, and twist it around. Okay, we had to take a heat shield off from underneath. Alright, so this came off a lot easier when the car was all up in the air. And that's what we got. These are the parts we're putting in. Also, these are the header gaskets. These are rim flex. There's no manifold side on this or header side. You could put this either side. I like to put the rough side on the actual head. That's just me. You have to do it that way. And these are the ARP bolts we're putting in. I'm putting a little bit of dab of anti-seize on it only because it's going into aluminum head. And that's also a 10 millimeter headed bolt. So we're going to torque these down to 20 foot-pounds. Alright, now we're going to put it in. You just angle it down from the back. And these go in real nicely. I'm going to go on top now. And I'm going to put the gasket in. And try to catch one bolt. And we're also going to try to catch one bolt from down here. Alright, so we got two bolts in. One from down here all the way at the end and one on top. This is definitely a two-man job. So that's how we got this in. So before I put the header in on this side, you also need these extenders for the O2 sensors. Also, I think you can also get C5 Corvette oxygen sensors that are longer than stock. But these are 2 feet from Wiring Specialties. Make sure if you have an LT1 engine or an LS1 engine, you get the appropriate one. This is for the LS1. So I'm just gonna clip this over there. Just like that. And put the lock in place. I'll do this before we put the header in place because there's a lot more room now here. Okay, that's in place. In order to put this header in, we're going to take this oil filter off. Alright, so we're taking this off. We're putting the driver's side in. She's in, baby. Gonna catch a bolt. So everything is caught on both sides. The secret is gonna move the actual header up and down as you're threading these in. And make sure you catch a couple threads by hand first because you don't want to cross thread these and you got other problems because these are aluminum heads. Now everything's caught on both sides. I'm just gonna go down and tighten these down. When you tighten these down, when you torque them down from the center going outwards. That's how you torque them down. So now I'm just going to slug them down, then torque them down to 20 foot-pounds. Okay, we're going to do 11 foot-pounds first pass. Remember, first the inner one's going out, then the last pass, the second pass is going to be 20 foot-pounds, doing the inners going out. So 11 foot-pounds first. On it, go ahead and do the rest. Okay, so that was the second pass. I did everything. 11, then I went up to 20 foot-pounds. So this driver's side is all done. Now I'm going to do the passenger side. And this is 20 foot-pounds final pass on the passenger side. And everything's torqued down. And now take the block off plate off the EGR from the header. Alright, took the block off plate on, and now I just put EGR tube on. Alright, so the trick to this is grab it and twist it, and this will go in this EGR. And that's done. Alright, now with those spark plugs, this is number 8. Go from underneath, and you could easily reach it from underneath. Alright, so this one caught. It's just a matter of tying this down, and the rest are easy. You get from the top. So I'm just going to go ahead and put those spark plugs in now. Okay, all the spark plugs are tight. Alright, so now we're gonna put wires on. Number 8, I'm gonna go from underneath here and just slip it on. Till you hear it click. And it just clicked. So that one's good. Okay, now the cold bracket on the passenger side. I'm gonna put this in, put number 6 and number 8 cylinders on first, on here, the wires. Then I'm gonna tighten this down. So go ahead and do that. Oops.
Now let it fall in just like that.
Exactly.
It went right in.
Alright. Now, like I said, you gotta do number 6 and number 8.
Which one?
Okay, that one went in. And now, number 6. And that one just clicked too. Now mount this on. Alright, so I already put one bolt in. Now, put the rest. Okay, so the cold bracket is on, good. The cold connector, pop that on. Make sure it clicks. Then put the little plastic pin in, the retaining pin. And now the rest of the coil wires. Make sure they click. Okay, so this side's done. Alright, so now I'm going to put the dipstick tube in. You see this little boss here behind the starter? That's where the dipstick tube goes into. And I put some silicone lube at the end of this dipstick tube. And I'm going to go ahead and put it in from the top while somebody guides it in from the bottom.
Stop. Alright, keep going. Push it in. That's it. You're in.
We're in!
We're in.
Woo! Woohoo!
Oh, wow.
And the cruise control's in. So the driver's side's a piece of cake. I'm just same thing I did on the passenger side. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in, and then put the wires on and the bolts on, and I'll be done on this side too. So that's what it looks like. Everything installed. We're all done up on top over here. The only thing we do now is connect the white pipe underneath, and we'll show you that. Alright, now we're going to put the O2 sensor in here. I put little copper anti-seize on the threads. And that's good. Put this on the extended harness. And I just zip tie this over here. Make sure it's out of the way. And I did go through the motor mount over here. And make sure, just gotta make sure it's out of the way of the header, that's all. So passenger side, we took this O2 sensor off the downstream after the CAT O2 sensor, because we disabled that in this car. So we don't need an extender here. This is actually perfect length. So I'm going to go ahead and put this in here. That's good. And I'll probably put a little bit of a zip tie here just to hold it in place. So we got 2 cats here, we're gonna mock them up. Then we have this white pipe and see how everything fits. And we might have to make some cuts in the back there to fit everything. So, see how everything goes on here. We have some band clamps here.
What do you make, lemon potato?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I found it online.
Okay. So we made a white pipe onto the cats. And we're just gonna make a cut right here and see where this lands. Alright, so we pop this on. Everything looks like it lines up. Just gotta tighten these clamps down. Tighten this clamp down. And I think we're in good shape. Alright, so we're just going to tighten up all the V-bands. Everything looks good. We're ready to start this bad boy up. Alright, job's done. Car is running. There's no leaks anywhere. Sounds pretty good. This is about an 8 to 10 hour job. It's not too bad. So I'll be doing the weekend. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to my channel. Like me and share me. See ya!